guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Thato and you're most immediately welcome on my channel. Do hit that subscribe button, join the fam. I do makeup tutorials from time to time, so definitely do hit that subscribe button and join the fam if you'd like to see more of that. In today's video, we are doing this beautiful, warm, autumn inspired makeup look, and I hope you guys enjoy it. To start off, I'm going to prime my eyelids using the Eyeshadow Pro Concealer in the shade Creamy Beige just to prep the eyes for some eyeshadow. Then for eyeshadow, I'm using the Juvias Place the Zulu eyeshadow palette, and I'm starting with the orange shade. First stamping it into the crease just to concentrate it there, and then all over the eyelid and blending it out. I'm using a round fluffy brush as this makes it way easier to blend. Take your time and keep on blending until it is perfect. I'm blending it out up towards the eyebrow there, as you can see. As you can see, the more I blend it outwardly, the more the shade goes up, but the shade is more faded as it gets towards the eyebrow, and that is exactly what a perfect blend would look like. So now, because the shadow is a little bit more faded, to intensify it, I'm picking up more of that orange shade and then blending it out as I go. Now I'm going to move on to the yellow shade, but first I must apply concealer for the cut crease. I'm using a flat brush to apply the concealer. As you can see, I'm taking my time and being very specific and particular with the placement of the cut crease, so definitely patience and make sure you perfect the finer details. Your cut crease must be perfect. Now I'm using a slightly bigger, slightly fluffier flat brush to apply the eyeshadow. And on it goes onto the cut crease. Then going back with the orange shade to blend out the edges of the cut crease with my fluffy brush again. And now I'm going into that brown shade with the fluffy brush and applying it to the outer third of the eyelid, just to deepen the tones. And as you can see, I'm applying it in circular motions to blend it out as I go. The more of that brown that I place, the deeper it becomes, as you can see. Now for the next step, I'll be using eyeshadow as eyeliner, but first, to make the color pop, I will use concealer to apply it with an angled brush, sort of like eyeliner, and that is where I will be applying my pink shade on top of the concealer as eyeliner. I'm using the same angled brush to apply the pink eyeshadow on top of the concealer. Moving on to the base for primer, I'm using the Maybelline Babyskin Instant Pore Eraser Primer. Then I'm using the illegal Luminous Glow Skin Illuminator in the shade Afterglow to give my skin an underlying glow before applying foundation. For foundation, I'm using the Revlon Colorstay foundation in the shade Caramel, and I'm using a flat foundation brush for application. I actually find that this foundation can be pretty full coverage, so but for more details, if you want more information on the foundation, I have a full review on this foundation on my channel, and I will link it up in the card and down in the description box, so definitely do check it out if you want to see that. Now I'm using a beauty blender to erase any harsh lines that may have been caused by the brush. Then I'm using the Colorstay concealer in the shade Café, and I am using this as my highlight concealer, so it goes right there underneath my eyes, cupid's bow, chin and forehead, and I'm blending it out with the wet beauty blender. For a brighter highlighted effect on my inner under eye area and nose bridge, and a little bit on my forehead as well, I'm using the Revlon Candid Concealer in the shade number 25, then blending it all out with a beauty blender. For powder, I'm using the Yardley Loose Translucent Powder and using a brush to lightly apply it to all the areas where I used concealer. Then I'm using my illegal Pure powder in the shade Banana Yellow to do a light bake under the eyes. Then moving on to the contouring, I'm using the Essence Mattifying Compact Powder, using an angled brush for application. Then I'm going back into my Pro powder to do some reverse contouring for the nose and cheekbones as well. I'm using these 3 blushes from the Beauty Treats Deluxe Pro palette and mixing them for that perfect blend of blush. Then I am removing my excess powder. Then I use my damp beauty blender to brush up over the blush to lock it in and make it pop. Moving on to highlighter, I'm using the Rimmel Kate highlighting palette and taking the gold shade in the middle with my small fan brush to apply on my cheeks and nose bridge and tip, as well as my eyebrow arc and cupid's bow. Then I'm going over it with a damp beauty blender to intensify the highlights. I'm going back to finish my eye look, and I'm using the pink shade underneath my lower lash line. Then to make the pink liner stand out even more, I'm going to apply a thin line of black liquid liner just on top of it, and I'm using the Essence Superlast waterproof eyeliner for that. For mascara, I'm using the Essence Lash Princess mascara. To line my lips, I'm using the MAC Antique Velvet Lipstick. And I'm following this with a series of nude lipsticks that I've listed on the screen just to create, my perfect blend. All the lipsticks are listed on the screen. Then I'm brushing it up to perfect it with my brush there. And the look is complete. I'm setting using the Maybelline Lasting Fix setting spray. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Remember, if you aren't subscribed yet and you enjoyed this video, please do hit that subscribe button, join the fam, and I'll see you guys in my next video.